There are certain places on Earth where the veil between the living and the dead is so thin you can almost see through it. One of these places is the abandoned Belhurst Hotel. On the face of it, it's just a building. But what makes this one particularly interesting is that every decade or so, someone checks into room 209 and is never seen again. No trace, no remains, nothing. This has happened at least 3 times in the last 100 years, which is why paranormal investigator Eric Black has come to the room to try and find out what's going on. It doesn't take long. By 8 p.m., he's checked in and settled into the room with his camera crew. At first, everything seems normal, but by 11, when the whole hotel is plunged into darkness, things start to get weird. Eric's flashlight flickers as he walks down a hallway, but there's no electricity in the hotel, no power source for miles, and yet the flashlight works until he turns it off and it dies. Whatever energy is in here, it doesn't like the light. And then they hear something, the distinct sound of whispering voices coming from behind the wall. He puts his ear up against it, and it sounds like the voices of children crying and screaming. Then he sees it, a keyhole, and when he looks through it, he sees an endless hallway stretching into the darkness, completely alone. It feels like it's calling to him, beckoning him to step through. But before he does, his crew notices something else. There's another door in the room, one that wasn't there before. It leads to a bathroom with a very modern sink and a shower. This wasn't here before either. Eric takes a shower, but it doesn't feel like water running down his body. It feels like needles. And when he looks down, his skin is covered in blood. He runs to the mirror, but it isn't his reflection that stares back. It's a woman in a Victorian nightgown. She smiles at him, a ghastly white smile full of sharp teeth, and then she disappears. Eric throws the door open and finds himself back in the hallway. But it isn't the same hallway. This one has windows, tall arching windows set in the walls like eyes, and outside he can see a courtyard, but it isn't a courtyard from earlier. It's overgrown and filled with headstones. He and his crew spend the night trapped in this shifting labyrinth, moving from room to room, each one stranger and darker than the last. They see people standing in the windows, watching them, their faces pale and drawn and twisted in horrible expressions. Sometimes the rooms are empty. Sometimes they're filled with the ghosts of people who died here in the 1800s. Sometimes the walls close in around them, trying to crush them. Sometimes they can hear the whispers right in their ear, trying to drive them insane. Finally, at 5:30 a.m., the sun comes up and the ghost starts to fade away. All the rooms are gone, and he's back in the original room. The room that started it all. And there on the table is a single white rose, one that wasn't there before. Eric knows that this place is a trap, that it feeds on the memories and identities of its victims, that it has been luring people in for hundreds of years, trapping them in its shifting maze of rooms, and whispering their names until they forget who they are and become part of the house forever. And as the sun rises, he realizes that the only way out is to forget who you are, to let the house win and take your memories with it. But if you forget, you're already lost. Do you think you could survive a night in the Belhurst Hotel? Let me know in the comments, and check out these other terrifying tales. Also, don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the story. Subscribe for more amazing stories. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.